You're watching Fox 22, Bangor. From the Great North Woods to the Rockmount Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Today on Good Morning Maine, the city of Bangor has officially voted to eliminate the sale of flavored tobacco products.
Plus, we are just a few weeks away from a new school year, but inflation is taking a toll on classroom supplies.
And a new law aims to curb the theft of catalytic converters. We'll have more on this coming up.
Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
And I'm Joe Cortez. Thanks for joining us this morning. It's a beautiful day in store if you like rain and tacos, because of course it's Tuesday, so we have to make sure that, we got to get that punchline in. The sponsors wouldn't be happy if not.
I know, it's cooler out there to be in the kitchen now, so.
Yeah, exactly. And we're seeing those cool temperatures. It's that sweatshirt and shorts weather. That's perfect.
Perfect.
It's just unbelievable.
Perfect. Let's get the details from Chase Ropanak.
Good morning. Your first weather today is brought to you by Crosby Sports Shop. The shop has a large supply of ammo in stock, custom Damascus knives, fishing supplies of all kinds, concealed weapons, and a full line of Dragonfly UV tackle, plus the latest ultralight violet tackle. Call today. So, looking at the weather today, this morning, we could have some passing showers going through. Some of these do have some embedded thunderstorms in them that could bring some heavier rain and some gustier winds with those. Other than that, this will just be a rain event, no severe weather included with these storms. So then as we look into the weather for later on, we can see that the weather does clear out by Wednesday evening, and it's going to just kind of bring in some increased cloud cover. That the little cells you see around, that could just be some drizzle or virga, caught by the radar. So again, it will be cleared out by Wednesday evening. So it should be a good time to go outside then after all this rain passes. But looking at today's forecast, we do have some scattered showers going through the area with a high of 71 degrees and some breezy winds from the north at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then looking into tonight's forecast, we do have a little chilly weather coming in with a low of 60. We do have some possible isolated showers that can pass through tonight, and then some more breezy winds from the north at 5 to 10 miles per hour. So looking into tomorrow's forecast, we do have a high of 76 still. It'll be partly sunny with some more calm winds coming in. And then looking into the hour-by-hour forecast for later on today, we'll be in the upper 60s throughout the most of the day with some scattered showers early morning, and then we'll hit the 70s by 3 p.m.
Thanks, Chase. First up this morning, after hours of emotional statements from community members, the Bangor City Council voted 6-1 to eliminate the sale of flavored tobacco and nicotine products. Several business owners addressed their concerns for survival of their businesses. Students spoke in approval of the ordinance, saying they are in fear for their already addicted peers at school. Some community members compared the sale of flavored tobacco to the drug epidemic currently impacting Bangor, due to the domino effects of what Bangor residents are calling a gateway drug.
This is an exciting day. The city of Bangor once again showed us that the health and safety of kids prevails over anything else. This is my home. This is where I live, so I'm incredibly proud that my community was not only the first to do it, but also sort of reinforced the importance of it tonight.
Everyone knows tobacco smoking is horrible. I just feel as though we were penalizing the businesses in town, the city of Bangor.
The tobacco ban will begin January 1st of 2023, allowing business owners time to remove the soon-to-be restricted retail items.
A man from New York pleaded guilty to manslaughter in connection with the death in Bangor in 2022. 27-year-old Khalid Harris entered his guilty plea yesterday morning. On December 10th, 2020, Bangor police found 28-year-old Cyree Adams of Brooklyn, New York, dead at a residence at 1702 Union Street. The medical examiner's office ruled his death a homicide. The murder charge against Harris was dropped in exchange for the plea deal. Harris was sentenced to 18 years with all but 8.5 years suspended. He will also serve 4 years of probation and pay restitution.
A passing motorist made a sad discovery Saturday evening in Redfield. The Kennebec County Sheriff's Office got a call that a motorist had found a motorcycle in a ditch with its headlights on. Not far from there was a man unconscious and not breathing. Deputies and Winthrop Ambulance responded to Old Kents Hill Road and found 63-year-old Richard Goucher of Farmington dead. Police say it appears the motorcycle failed to negotiate a corner and veered off the road. They say Goucher was not wearing a helmet.
The new chief of the Criminal Investigation Division at the Attorney General's office in Augusta is a Maine native. Anna Love of Belgrade was sworn into the position last week. And as Jody Hersey tells us, it's a role she's been working towards for years.
Anna Love is no stranger to police work. She'll be the first to tell you her law enforcement education really began at home.
When I was growing up, I was exposed to many different law enforcement officials, and I got to see firsthand how they can have a positive impact on people's lives. And my father was a police officer on and off over the years, and my brother was a military police officer.
Love spent 25 years as a trooper with the Maine State Police and moved up the ranks throughout her career. She was nominated as Trooper of the Year 3 times. She was also the first female lieutenant to run the Maine Information and Analysis Center and oversaw the academy and specialty teams for the Maine State Police as well.
I just try to do the best that I can wherever I go.
On August 1st, she was sworn in as the new chief of the Criminal Investigation Division at the AG's office, and she's the first female to ever serve in that role.
We investigate, for instance, police-involved shootings. If law enforcement is involved in a deadly force incident, my unit will go out and investigate. That's one of the things that we do. We also investigate like public corruption, things of that nature.
Love, who was born and raised here in Maine, says she is both proud and honored to serve Mainers in her new role in the Attorney General's office.
The gentleman that had the position before me, Brian McMaster, had been at the Attorney General's office for 44 years. I think that he did an amazing job, and I hope to carry on the same type of work or the same level of work.
In Augusta, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
Governor Janet Mills announced on Monday that municipal revenue sharing has been fully restored to 5%. The law requires the state of Maine to send revenue back to municipalities to help finance services so they don't have to rely solely on property taxes. However, the state has long failed to meet the 5% requirement under the law. Governor Janet Mills said, quote, "After years of cuts and neglect, I am proud that my administration and the legislature have fully restored municipal revenue sharing, as the voters demanded long ago."
More than $24 million has been awarded to a transportation project in Bangor. The money is in part of a federal grant going to the Interstate 95 at Hogan Road Improvement Project. A statement from Senator Susan Collins says the project will replace the oldest 50-year portion of the Hogan Road overpass along I-95. The newest portion, built in 1983, will be raised to allow for freight to safely pass underneath. The goal of the project is to improve safety and traffic flow along the overpass through the construction of a diverging diamond interchange along the intersection. The Department of Transportation also plans to construct bicycle and pedestrian-friendly walkways that include access for those with disabilities.
The man accused of murdering his 27-year-old stepson over the weekend in Mexico appeared in court on Monday. According to court papers, he claims it was self-defense. But police and prosecutors don't see it that way. Brad Rogers looks at the court documents. He also spoke with the suspect's former family members who claim the man they know is no killer.
According to court papers, Thomas Tellier says he felt threatened by his stepson. He says he went to get a shotgun to try to force him out of the house when the stepson, Nicholas Triner, came at him and he fired.
Shocked. Completely shocked.
Thomas Tellier's former family says they can't believe the ex-husband and dad they know is now accused of murder.
I would never know my father to just wake up one day and decide to kill in cold blood. That's not the man he was.
According to court papers, the victim, 27-year-old Nicholas Triner, lived with his mother and Thomas Tellier and would often be combative, escalating to the point of rage, as he did on Saturday. The victim's mother heard 2 shots. Minutes later, she told a 911 operator, "My husband just shot my son." The dispatcher then heard a man's voice saying he was trying to expletive get me. She later told police after the first shot, she heard Nicholas say, "Stop." Then heard another pop and ran inside to see Nicholas fall to the floor.
It just seems like there was a lot of friction between your dad and Nick.
There was. I do know that there was a lot of animosity. He would message me often about Nick being abusive mentally, physically. He would berate my dad constantly with threats. pull knives on my dad.
Police say Thomas Tellier told them he got the shotgun, saying, "I was actually going to try to get him out of the house. And then he threatened me again, and I pulled the trigger." Police asked if Nick had a weapon. Tellier said he thought he might, but didn't recall seeing one.
My father would never have drawn a gun unless he felt like he had to.
What do you think happened?
He had to have felt threatened or pushed to the breaking point. It's not him. Definitely had to have been provoked.
This is State of Maine v. Thomas Tellier.
Yes, sir.
And you are Thomas Tellier?
Yes, sir.
And you've been charged with murder.
If convicted, Tellier could get 25 years to life in prison.
The time is now 8:10. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, details on the new law that aims to curb the theft of catalytic converters.
But first, here's a look at your forecast. A high of 71 degrees today. Scattered showers around the area. It should be pretty clear. A little bit of overcast, but tonight those isolated showers move in. Temperatures dropping down to a low of 60 degrees. And tomorrow we're back up in the mid-70s with some more sunshine and a little bit of cloud coverage.
Up in Smoke Fireworks is family-owned with a huge selection including Brothers and Showtime, Time Bandit, and Black Hat brands. We will share our knowledge with you, then go have a blast. Up in Smoke Fireworks, 173 West Main Street, Searsport.
It's time for the biggest sale of the year on the Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed. Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because proven quality sleep is vital to our health and wellness, only the Sleep Number 360 Smart Bed keeps you cool, then senses and effortlessly adjusts for your best sleep. It tells you exactly how well you slept, your sleep IQ score. Our smart sleepers get 28 minutes more restful sleep per night, so you can be your best for yourself and those you care about most. And now, all smart beds are on sale. Save 50% on the Sleep Number 360 Limited Edition Smart Bed, only for limited time.
Remember those summers that were just so perfectly summer?
Brian, come on!
The people, the places, those moments are still out there.
I'm Brian.
Waiting to be found.
Ready, Brian?
Summer won't last forever, so make the most of it during Toyota's National Sales Event.
Come and get an electrified all-wheel drive Highlander Hybrid with 35 mpg and up to a 598-mile driving range. Plus, get affordable 1.9% financing on Highlander.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Up in Smoke Fireworks is family-owned with a huge selection including Brothers and Showtime, Time Bandit, and Black Hat brands. We will share our knowledge with you, then go have a blast. Up in Smoke Fireworks, 173 West Main Street, Searsport.
Wednesday, September 21st.
Lego Masters is back. This time, I've got a few new bricks up my sleeve. So that worked.
12 new teams compete in a blockbusting brick blasting.
It's boom boom time.
Epic new season.
Hanging out with celebrities. Hi.
Hi.
Dinosaurs are living among us.
Lego Masters premieres September 21st on Fox.
The Eastern Area Agency on Aging wants qualifying seniors to know they can stabilize or freeze their property taxes. The organization works closely with federal and state agencies to provide programs like Meals on Wheels and Medicare assistance. Now that the annual property tax stabilization applications are available, the agency is offering to assist seniors with the application process. People 65 and up who are permanent residents and have owned their homes for at least 10 years are invited to apply.
One of the important things to understand is no one really does anything by themselves, and we work really hard to make sure that the services that we're providing are very collaborative. We're trying to educate them, encourage them to learn more about the programs they could be eligible for.
Any interested seniors should visit Maine Revenue Service's website to get a copy of the property tax stabilization application. The deadline is December 1st.
A new law to curb catalytic converter thefts took place on Monday. Stephanie Wittenbach spoke to the senator who sponsored the bill and has more.
A new law aims to curb the theft of catalytic converters and provide a new process for people to protect theirs.
The bill that we created is not perfect. It's not going to cure the whole problem.
but we created a starting point.
The law requires new and used car dealerships to imprint a vehicle's VIN number on its catalytic converter. Individuals who need to remove their catalytic converter for any reason must mark their converter with the car's VIN number as well. He says over the summer, the Transportation Committee in the State House reviewed the bill and had several groups like Maine State Police and Sheriff's Departments come together to figure out the best way to implement this law.
I took the bill that I put in because it is such a problem, and it's a $2,000 or $3,000 problem at times, anywhere from, $500 to $600 to $3,000, depending on what you own for a vehicle for a catalytic converter.
Timberlake says he has seen a rise of thefts in his area of Turner as well as Lewiston and Auburn. He says this bill is a step in the right direction.
It's going to find a way around it. Crooks find a way around everything, but it's going to help.
Timberlake says he hopes this bill will push thieves to think again before they steal a converter. In Bangor, I'm Stephanie Wittenbach reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22.
The time is now 8:15. After the break, a local food bank is launching a new business that will flash freeze products. See how it will affect distribution.
Plus, the FBI has raided former President Donald Trump's resort. We'll have the latest on the Justice Department's motive.
Durable, sturdy, stylish. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find solid wood, built to last, made in Maine dressers, bureaus, and nightstands. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
Inflation, a broken supply chain, and high gas prices. Mainers everywhere are facing tough decisions about rising costs. Growing up as part of a small family business in Leeds, I learned what a struggling economy does to small businesses, jobs, and to working class people. And serving as a Marine in Afghanistan and Iraq taught me to stand strong for what's right in the face of adversity. I'm Jared Golden, and that's why in Congress, I'm an independent voice for you, taking on my own party to stand up for Maine families. I was the only Democrat to vote against trillions of dollars of President Biden's agenda because I knew it would make inflation worse. I've stood with law enforcement against defunding the police. I support cutting the gas tax and increasing domestic oil production. I'm working to lower prescription drug costs and standing firm against any cuts to Social Security and Medicare. I'll always be an independent fighter for you. I'm Jared Golden, and this is my family. I approve this message because when it comes to doing what's right for your family, I'll never back down.
The signs of summer are here. The sun's out for the evening commute. Whistles and clapping echo from the ball field. And a day at the lake brings the family together. Valley Home Services offers whole home comfort, serving northern Maine to Portland. Choose from Daikin, Fujitsu, or Mitsubishi heat pumps, and you'll be ready for whatever summer brings. Humid days or cool nights, come home to comfort with Valley Home Services. Home is our middle name.
Comfy, cozy, relaxing. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find rockers, recliners, sofas, and easy chairs. Quality furniture, affordable prices. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
As we are nearing the end of August, it means that the kids are getting back for school. But how much of a factor does inflation play for teachers and parents looking to get school supplies? Matthew Juronsik has more on the story.
With schools in session in less than 2 weeks, parents, teachers, and school administrators are preparing for the first day of classes. However, with inflation causing a rise in costs, teachers are being resourceful in order to save money.
Good teachers go to yard sales, they go to Salvation Army. We look for really good deals to get what we need for our classroom if we don't have it. And sometimes you can go without and realize, hey, I didn't really need that anyway.
According to the National Retail Federation, roughly 38% of consumers said that they are going to be spending less in other areas in order to pay for the items for the upcoming school year, reaching nearly $74 billion in school supplies this year compared to $71 billion last year. However, Down East Elementary School Principal Sarah Vickers of Bangor says the city plays a big role in getting school supplies to teachers every year.
We worked really hard to keep a flat budget this year based on student needs and making sure that students get what they need, but also keeping in mind the community and what they can manage on their budgets.
Vickers says that schools in the Bangor district work very closely with the city, allowing them to each have a say in the budgets they are given. Even though teachers like Sacaricia are given a budget to spend for their classes, many go the extra mile in order to provide the best experience for their students.
We spend a lot of our own money to get what we want for our classrooms, over and above, but we don't have to do that. Most of us want to make it great for the kids.
Reporting from Bangor, Matthew Juronsik, ABC7 and Fox 22.
And Good Shepherd Food Bank has announced that it will be launching a new business called Harvesting Good. Part of the company's effort through its campaign to end hunger in Maine, Harvesting Good is an initiative that will help many farmers and Mainers who have been affected by hunger and the short growing season. The company is entirely Maine-based, and with the help of Circle B Farms in Caribou, W.R. Allen in Orland, and Jasper Wyman & Son in Cherryfield, farmers will be producing food that will be flash frozen and distributed across the state of Maine, providing residents with more fresh and local produce. The company will begin by producing broccoli florets that will be on the shelves of many local supermarkets. Good Shepherd Food Bank's president says this was an opportunity they couldn't pass up.
The difference really is that right now, outside of the local food that you can get during the fresh growing season, most of our food is really produced and part of a global food system. We eventually got introduced to Maine's blueberry processors and realized we had an opportunity to create a mid-scale vegetable processing company. And that
Harvesting Good will be launching the florets as its first product later on this year.
The time is now 8:21.
And let's get a full look at that beautiful forecast, if you like rain, of course. Chase Ropanak is in with the latest.
Good morning, Chase.
Good morning. Your Maine weather today is brought to you by Crosby Sports Shop. Crosby Sports Shop has a large supply of ammo in stock, custom Damascus knives, fishing supplies of all kinds, concealed weapon classes, and a full line of Dragonfly UV tackle, plus the latest in ultraviolet tackle. Call today. So looking at the Futurecast temperatures for this morning, we can see we're sitting in the lower temperatures today. Bangor sitting at 61 degrees. Down by the coast, we can see some cooler temperatures, 60 and 59. And then actually if you go up more north by Holton, it's 56 up there. So it's pretty chilly out there this morning. The high today will be near 71 degrees, so we'll warm up a bit. So as we look at the temperature trend for the rest of this week, we can see today we're starting in the lower 70s. Wednesday will be in the mid 70s, and then by Thursday we'll be in the upper 70s. And then Friday throughout Monday will be just around near average temperatures in the low 80s, nothing more than that. So looking at the humidity with those temperatures today, we can see that the humidity is more in the muggy region to start off this week. It actually takes a little dip Wednesday, so it'll be pretty comfortable Wednesday. And then Friday, we're going to be having dew points in the 50s. So starting off, it looks like about Thursday midday, it's going to drop down, and then we'll have some more comfortable weather for the weekend. So coming up, we're going to see the radar right now. We have some passing showers going through. Some of these do have some embedded thunderstorms in them. So we can see this system right here has a thunderstorm system with it, and then this one is actually developing one right now. So those may bring some heavier rain, gustier winds with those, but it doesn't look like any severe weather will be with these storms. So looking into the weather for tomorrow, we can see that we do have some passing showers going by, and then it will clear out with, looks like mostly cloudy skies with a lot of cloud cover over our area. But good news is the rain is clearing out, so should be some good, some days to spend outside coming up. So for today's forecast, we have a high of 71, those scattered showers passing through with some breezy winds from the north. And then tonight's forecast, we do see a low of 60. It'll be a little bit chillier with some isolated showers possible and some more breezy winds from the north. And then tomorrow, we'll see a high of 76. Should be a beautiful day out there with partly sunny skies and some calm winds. And as we look into the extended forecast for this week, we can see that the forecast has changed a little bit from the previous days. We do have rain coming Tuesday and Thursday, and then Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday will be mostly cloudy with some very good temperatures in the 80s.
Next up to bat for the next homies, Luke. Don't strike out this year when selling your home. Hit a home run. Get Luked and get sold with Next Home Experience today.
Remember those summers
Come on, Brian.
that were just so perfectly summer?
Brian, come on!
The people, the places, those moments are still out there.
I'm Brian.
Waiting to be found.
Ready, Brian?
Summer won't last forever, so make the most of it during Toyota's National Sales Event.
Save with 1.9% APR financing on most rugged four-wheel drive Tacoma models. Plus, get 2 years no-cost maintenance and Toyota Safety Sense technology.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
The ABC7 at Fox 22 Ultimate Backyard Barbecue giveaway is back. 5 lucky winners will take home $100 in quality meats from WA Bean & Sons. In addition, 1 lucky winner will win a grand prize of a brand new Weber gas grill. All you need to do to become a winner is stop by and fill out an entry form at Body Graphics Studio, your clean and friendly one-stop destination for tattoos, piercings, and more. Or Jamar Construction Products. Call for everything you need for your construction project. Make your summer barbecue ultimate with ABC7 and Fox 22.
I heard about you. You're that smart kid.
Young Sheldon, boy genius on Origin Story.
Yes, that's me.
A small town boy.
Young man. Yes, you.
With supersonic hearing. Visionary vision.
Cheeky little Miwan, you know you don't belong there.
And a heightened sense of smell.
Ew. Put your shoes back on.
Young Sheldon 5 times a week.
Weekdays at 6 on Fox 22.
You can't smell this.
Yes, I can.
Looking for your dream home? Contact a Next Homie today and see what's available right now. Sellers, get ready to get looped and get sold. With Next Home Experience, we have your buyers.
President Joe Biden is days away from announcing his decision on the wide-scale student loan forgiveness plan. Professional financial attorney Leslie Tain says the loan pause is ended. Then individuals should understand the student loans they do have and what their repayment options are now. According to Forbes, the U.S. Department of Education leaked a report on the administration's approach to canceling debt. The report includes a $10,000 federal loan forgiveness plan for Americans. Tain says this could mean huge relief for millions of Americans carrying significant student loan debt.
I think the student loan issue is very confusing for most borrowers. It's very overwhelming. And remember, there are different types of student loans, and it's very common for people to not even know the type of student loan that they actually have.
Biden has previously called on Congress to cancel student loan debt in the past. According to a report from Forbes, Biden can now carry out an executive order should he decide to forgive student loan debt entirely.
Now on to the developing story involving former President Trump. The FBI raiding his Mar-a-Lago resort on Monday morning. Dozens of agents are seen leaving the resort after executing a search warrant related to documents Trump took to his Palm Beach estate after leaving the White House. ABC's Ike Ajachi is in Washington with the latest.
Good morning. Sources tell ABC News some of the documents Trump brought back to his Mar-a-Lago estate were indeed marked classified. This morning, an unprecedented move by the Justice Department. Former President Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort raided by the FBI. In a statement, Trump confirming the search, saying they even broke into my safe. Trump was in New York at the time, not Mar-a-Lago. ABC News confirming the search warrant was executed at 10 a.m. Monday morning, and that it was related to improperly removed documents, some classified from the White House. Overnight, Trump's closest Republican allies slamming the FBI. House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy tweeting, saying the Department of Justice has reached an intolerable state of weaponized politicization. Although several Republicans are criticizing the search, the head of the FBI, Christopher Wray, is himself a Republican, nominated by Trump. Former FBI agent Stuart Kaplan says we may never hear about what was on the pages of the sealed affidavit.
It is possible that criminal charges could be filed against the president.
Sources tell ABC News there's been a strong reaction to the raid on extremist and QAnon-related forums, including those that were active before January 6th. Some have been calling for violence and even a civil war.
Still to come here on the second half of our show, a Texas family had their dog stolen 5 years ago. And on Sunday, an unlikely reunion turned reality.
Plus, for the first time in 4 years, sea turtles have made a nest area on the Mississippi shoreline. This and more local news as Good Morning Maine continues.
Bathfitter doesn't just fit your bath. We fit your life. When a normal day is anything but normal, we fit your schedule with our unique tub-over-tub process installed in as little as a day. When high quality is the only quality that matters, we fit your standards with a lifetime guarantee. Bathfitter. It just fits.
Now, with $600 off a complete bath system, it fits your budget too. We've never had a promotion this big, so call or click now.
Hank's Husqvarna is your full-line Husqvarna dealer with 2 convenient locations.
32 Old State Road in Carmel, and 19 Moosehead Trail in Newport. Whether it's tractors and zero turns, chainsaws to trimmers, or pressure washers to battery power, everything is set up, serviced, and ready to go by our certified Husqvarna technician. And all sales are backed by our in-house Husqvarna warranty. For parts, service, or sales, stop in to Hank's Husqvarna, Carmel or Newport.
There's one number you need to know. It's called Joe.
It's Tuesday, August 9th of 2022, and Chase has the details on your forecast in just a moment. We'll start with a little history. It was on this day in 1483, the opening of the Sistine Chapel in the Vatican.
In 1854, American transcendentalist Henry David Thoreau published Walden.
And on this day in 1925, Babe Ruth was only pinch hit for one time in his career. It was Bobby Veach, and he flew out.
Tough one. And in 1945, shifting gears a little bit here, the U.S. dropped the second atomic bomb, Fat Man, on Nagasaki, Japan, destroying part of the city. And for birthdays, we have American actor Sam Elliott, who turns 78 years old.
And turning 55 years old today, Pro Football Hall of Fame cornerback Deion Sanders.
Today for holidays, we have Book Lovers Day, National Hand-Holding Day, and we wait all year for this one. It's National Polka Day. Thank God.
Polka Day. It's a good day to have it.
Thank God we did it. If we missed Polka Day, I don't know what we would do.
I thought it was polka dots at 6 a.m. this morning, but then I realized that was in January, so, I can't,
Oh my gosh, we're closer to January upcoming than we are in hindsight. So we can look forward to
National
Polka Dot Day.
I know, because then it's January and it's winter, and I'm not a fan of that right now.
But we need something good to look forward to in January.
The new year. The Super Bowl coming up a month later.
Polka Dot Day.
2023.
No.
That's scary to say.
No.
Let's turn it over to meteorologist Chase Ropenak, who's got a look at our forecast.
Good morning, Chase.
Good morning. Your first weather today is brought to you by Crosby Sports Shop. The shop has a large supply of ammo in stock, custom Damascus knives, fishing supplies of all kinds, concealed weapons, and a full line of Dragonfly UV tackle, plus the latest ultralight violet tackle. Call today. So, looking at the weather today, this morning, we could have some passing showers going through. Some of these do have some embedded thunderstorms in them that could bring some heavier rain and some gustier winds with those. Other than that, this will just be a rain event, no severe weather included with these storms. So then as we look into the weather for later on, we can see that the weather does clear out by Wednesday evening, and it's going to just kind of bring in some increased cloud cover. That the little cells you see around, that could just be some drizzle or virga, caught by the radar. So again, it will be cleared out by Wednesday evening. So it should be a good time to go outside then after all this rain passes. But looking at today's forecast, we do have some scattered showers going through the area with a high of 71 degrees and some breezy winds from the north at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then looking into tonight's forecast, we do have a little chilly weather coming in with a low of 60. We do have some possible isolated showers that can pass through tonight, and then some more breezy winds from the north at 5 to 10 miles per hour. So looking into tomorrow's forecast, we do have a high of 76 still. It'll be partly sunny with some more calm winds coming in. And then looking into the hour-by-hour forecast for later on today, we'll be in the upper 60s throughout most of the day with some scattered showers early morning, and then we'll hit the 70s by 3 p.m.
Thank you, Chase. What was once an unlikely reunion turned into a reality.
A Texas family had their dog stolen 5 years ago, and Sunday they were reunited after their dog was found hundreds of miles from home.
ABC 13 reporter Danielle Hurtado tells us the family's journey to get their four-legged family member back home safe.
A sign of a chapter coming to an end.
Oh my gosh.
A day this family thought would never arrive.
They're going to taxi her in like right here.
A big moment.
She's going to be overstimulated, a little overwhelmed. So let me get to her first.
As their once stolen,
there she is,
furry friend makes a landing.
Are we so excited? Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Do you see her in the window? I wonder if she's looking out.
In Baytown. An emotional day.
Hi, Sheba girl.
as a dog. They love so much.
Good girl, Sheba.
Finally made it back to its pack 5 years later.
Good girl.
The happy reunion comes with questions, though. Where has Sheba been?
Whoever stole her dumped her off, in the Texas Panhandle within 2.5 weeks. And this family adopted her, and they had her for 4.5 years.
After that, there are still holes on Sheba the cheese-loving dog's story. What's important now is she's back home, exactly where she's supposed to be, after 5 years of adventure through Texas.
A sea turtle nest is spotted on a Mississippi beach. For the first time in 4 years, sea turtles have made a nest and laid eggs on the Mississippi shoreline. The nest was spotted by the Harrison County Sand Beach crew.
The Institute for Marine Mammal Studies investigated and confirmed it was in fact a sea turtle nest, marking off the area to keep beach maintenance equipment and beachgoers away. Experts say the eggs will hatch in about 50 to 60 days. A baseball card, often considered the Mona Lisa of collectibles, goes for an unbelievable sale price. The famous T206 Honus Wagner baseball card fetches a record $7.2 million in a private sale conducted by Golden Auctions. The 1909 to 1911 card has been called art history and folklore because of its rareness.
Fewer than 50 authenticated copies exist. Wagner was a shortstop who played for the Pittsburgh Pirates in the early 1900s, winning the battling title 8 times. The buyer's name isn't yet known. Still to come here this morning, Dave Peck and Tyler Cruz will join us for sports.
But first, here's a quick look at your forecast. A high of 71 degrees today. Scattered showers are going to be moving around the area tonight. They'll become a little more isolated when the temperatures drop back down to 60 degrees. And tomorrow we're back up in the mid-70s with some more sunshine on the way.
This isn't your parents' photo booth. Premier Limousine and DJ presents the latest in photo booth technology with the all-new 2022 Air Booth. Print out everyone's pictures in beautiful full-color photos and have them sent directly to your phone. The new Air Booth is available for weddings, birthdays, class reunions, anniversaries, and corporate events with some of the best and most fun props around. You can book the Air Booth, Limousine, and DJ services separately or take advantage of our very popular package deals. Contact us at Premier Limousine and DJ.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
From prom dresses to workouts and new adventures, you hope the more you give, the less they'll miss. But even if your teen was vaccinated against meningitis in the past, they may be missing vaccination for meningitis B. Although uncommon, up to 1 in 5 survivors of meningitis will have long-term consequences. Now, as you're thinking about all the vaccines your teen might need, make sure you ask your doctor if your teen is missing meningitis B vaccination.
Dynamic hatchbacks, capable and rugged SUVs and crossovers, go anywhere vans, powerful full-size pickups. Toyota has more electrified all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive models than any other brand, like the electrified Highlander Hybrid with 35 mpg and up to a 598-mile total driving range. Your New England Toyota dealer, your electrified all-wheel drive headquarters. Toyota, let's go places.
The shocking return of Karrion Kross to put Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns in a time crunch. It's an all-new edition of Friday Night SmackDown, live at 8 Eastern, 7 Central on Fox.
Good morning, everyone. Well, in the last year alone, we've seen a steady flow of change within the Maine athletic department. New coaches, new facilities, and now we'll see a new athletic director, as Ken Ralph has officially announced his departure from Orono. After 4 years in Orono, University of Maine Athletic Director Ken Ralph is moving on.
You push as hard as you can for a certain period of time and then recognize a new voice is needed.
Maine announced on Monday that Ralph has accepted a job as AD at Southwestern University, a Division III college in Texas.
It's a school I know incredibly well. I've been there many times. It's a league I was in at Colorado College and got into the process and realized this opportunity was something special.
In Ralph's words, the opportunity came out of the blue, but he alluded to the ever-changing landscape of Division I athletics as a driving reason to return to D3.
Division I, in many respects, is almost treating students as a commodity rather than students, and it makes it a little bit uncomfortable for me, and I need to get to a level where the students are actually able to experience all that a campus has to offer.
In just the last couple of years alone, Ralph has led the hiring process to bring in coaches like Ben Barr, Jordan Stevens, and Chris Markwood, while also solidifying the master plan for Maine's athletic facilities renovation project.
I'd like to think that this job's a little more attractive now than it was 4 years ago. When you take a look at the quality of coaches that we have in place, the experience of our support staff, and what's going on with facilities, I think there's a lot to be excited about. There's going to be some good interest.
The university will name an interim AD while conducting a national search for the position. And after calling Maine his home, Ralph had 3 pieces of advice to whoever comes next.
The first thing is you've got great coaches, let them do their jobs. The next thing is that people in Maine are really passionate about this university, so join them in their passion. Make sure they can feel it from you every day. And the last thing would be to make sure you enjoy yourself while you're here. It's a wonderful state with wonderful people. I don't regret a minute of my 4 years here.
So after 4 years, his term comes to an end with the Black Bears, and we'll continue to keep you updated with the interim announcement as well as the national search as they search to replace him in the athletic department office. For now, though, let's stick with the Black Bears, not necessarily a current one, but a former one in Andre Miller. He's been turning heads at New York Giants camp. He recently caught a touchdown pass from Daniel Jones, but just as he was gaining momentum, Miller has been saddled with a setback. The Old Town grad broke his wrist during Sunday's practice. He said the wrist got caught between 2 bodies on a blocking play, resulting in the injury. Miller underwent surgery on Monday, and he expects the timeline for recovery to be anywhere between 6 to 10 weeks. No official word yet from the Giants. Tough timing, too, because the Giants will be in Foxborough this Thursday facing the Patriots in the first game of the preseason, and Miller had been getting reps with the first team in practice. He would have likely seen his fair share of snaps down at Gillette. So again, we will continue to keep you updated with that as we figure out the prognosis from Miller. For now, though, let's turn our attention to the Little League Diamond. Bangor down in Connecticut at the New England Regionals, coming off a 3-0 win over Vermont on Saturday, looking to earn a spot in the finals, taking on Massachusetts on Monday. Second inning is where we start. Patrick Guite here puts it in play. Good things happen. That is trouble for Mass. Errant throw to first, scores 2 runs to make it 3-0 Bangor. Then in the third, swing of beauty right here, just how you teach it. Low and outside, takes it the other way. It's Caden Karam all the way to the right center wall. Bangor up 4-1. They would keep it going in the 5th. This time, Jacoby Harvey shoots it up the middle. Caleb Johnson and Daxton Gifford both score. And with a 10-4 win, Bangor is now just 1 game away from Williamsport. That championship will be played on Thursday at 5 p.m. where they'll face either Massachusetts in a rematch from Monday or New Hampshire. Either way, Bangor will get their chance to claim a spot in the World Series. We'll have coverage of that as we go forward. Finally, though, tonight we'll close things out on the ice. For months, the rumblings have been swirling. Is Patrice Bergeron coming back? What about David Krejci? The answer would dictate the rest of the offseason plans, and on Monday, we finally got our answer. You're going to like it. The Bruins announced on Monday that Patrice Bergeron and David Krejci are both returning for at least another season. Bergeron comes back on a 1-year, $2.5 million deal, while Krejci returns on a 1-year, $1 million contract. That according to Joe Haggerty of Boston Hockey Now. Not a ton of money for guys who bring in so much value, so much experience, but with the Bruins cap space situation, Bergeron was willing to make it work.
I think leaving a few on the table to make sure you're a competitive team and you're a good team and that it carries on for years. I think that's, to me, makes a big difference and I think that's how you want to play the game. You want to play the game to win. You want to play the game to be successful. You want to play the game to have friendships and memories.
So they got the 2 veterans back. They have a new coach in Jim Montgomery. Now they just need to get healthy there and see if they can run it back and get some sort of run going for what could be and what is likely the final season with this core. Alrighty, that's sports. We'll be right back after the break.
Inflation, a broken supply chain, and high gas prices. Mainers everywhere are facing tough decisions about rising costs. Growing up as part of a small family business in Leeds, I learned what a struggling economy does to small businesses, jobs, and to working class people. And serving as a Marine in Afghanistan and Iraq taught me to stand strong for what's right in the face of adversity. I'm Jared Golden, and that's why in Congress, I'm an independent voice for you, taking on my own party to stand up for Maine families. I was the only Democrat to vote against trillions of dollars of President Biden's agenda because I knew it would make inflation worse. I've stood with law enforcement against defunding the police. I support cutting the gas tax and increasing domestic oil production. I'm working to lower prescription drug costs and standing firm against any cuts to Social Security and Medicare. I'll always be an independent fighter for you. I'm Jared Golden, and this is my family. I approve this message because when it comes to doing what's right for your family, I'll never back down.
Hood is the cottage cheese lovers love. Start with our award-winning country style. It's delicious on its own, or like this. That. Even, sure. Plus, it's got more protein than hummus and less sugar than yogurt. Then there's Hood's flavors. We expertly blend in real fruit or savory herbs for an unbeatable taste combination you can't recreate at home. Now that's cottage cheese. Hood cottage cheese. Always good, always Hood.
And welcome back into Good Morning Maine.
We are here with Chip Farnham. He's the conductor of the Bangor Band. Thank you for being with us this morning, Chip.
Pleasure to be here.
And it is the season finale show
of
the Bangor Band tonight, and your last time as the conductor conducting the performance.
That's right.
How do you feel about this being the last show?
Well, I've had 10 wonderful years with these people. They are wonderful folks to work with. It's been a joy. But for me, at this time, it is time for me to move on to other things. And I've left them in very capable hands. Their new conductor is going to be Philip Edelman, who is the chairman of the School of Performing Arts at the university. He will do a wonderful job with them. And I'll get a chance to knock some things off the list of things I want to do.
Awesome.
Absolutely. So does that start with, we were talking before we got on the show here, that start with getting down to Florida and some warm weather?
In the wintertime, I'm missing a little bit of this snow and ice and being down there, yes. And also 7 grandchildren.
Oh, very important. Very important to see
so
that.
That will be.
Looking back on, the long career that you've had, what are some of the key moments that kind of stick out to you around the area, whether it's community related or maybe hearing from somebody out of state or anything that really sticks out to you that you'll remember?
I think the thing I remember the most is I taught at the middle school or junior high level, at the high school level, the college level, and now this adult group. And it just amazes me the wonderful people I've had to work with. And I sincerely mean that. I've had some wonderful, wonderful people that have really made my life a joy.
And you've taught all around the local area, correct?
Yes, I taught for 14 years in Brewer, and then 7 years in Hamden, and then 27 years at the university.
Wow.
And then 10 years with the Bangor Band.
Wow.
And no, it's been a joy because I have to say too that it's not that often that you can say to someone, the thing I wanted to do the most in life, I did, and I was able to earn a living doing it.
Yeah.
That's something very special.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long have you been conducting?
I started conducting in 1962, so it's been 60 years.
That's amazing.
That is incredible.
Yep.
That really is.
It's been a joy.
That's a lucky number to end on this year.
It is.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, tonight, you said that it's going to be, the concert will be at 6 o'clock.
6:30.
6:30, that is.
Yeah.
Okay. And I heard, so for the first time this year, there was a lot of construction going on at the Maine Savings Amphitheater. You guys will be there tonight. That's going to be pretty exciting.
It's very exciting. It's very exciting to be there, and it's a wonderful way to cap off the year for the band. and we're just looking forward to it. It's going to be a great experience for us.
Yeah, and despite this being new and totally special, the admission is free of charge.
Yes,
is what
it
I've
is.
read online.
Yep, it is.
Awesome.
And we hope people will come out and be with us.
Yeah. Wow.
I live right on Court Street, so I can't wait to just walk the dogs right now. I'll be hearing you from down. I may get down there and stop by, but I'll have to quick stop because bedtime's right around 7 o'clock. But but I mean, we look back at all the great things that you've done around here, and how you've we were talking about how you left a little bit for Chicago for some schooling and came back, but you've worked around the region so much. What's one of the one things that sticks out to you about Maine that's different from anywhere else you've maybe traveled?
That's a very interesting question, because Maine students I found and Maine people, I'm always amazed at what music can do for their lives. I'm always totally amazed at how music has become such an important thing in our society, and how much it can help develop and help students attain their goals. It's a discipline. And I'm just always amazed at watching students latch onto that discipline, and over the years how they've improved doing it. So
And maybe it'll come and it'll go, but it'll always be there.
always
for you.
be there.
Right.
It'll always. I have people in the band in their 80s, and those people are still feeling enriched by music. And I think that's a gift that I haven't given them. That's a gift that music is.
And that you share with each other.
That we share with each other, and it's a real joy.
Now, what will you be taking down to Florida during the winter month? What's you're going to continue with music throughout your hobby, like you said, it never leaves.
How so?
But what's, or maybe are you going to take a year off and kind of settle a little bit?
I think what will happen is that I'm going to do a lot of listening.
Yeah.
I do a lot of listening now, and I really believe in the power of music, and I think it's for me. It's a great source of joy and comfort and energy. And so I'm looking forward to that, I think, more than anything.
Well, that sounds perfect.
The power of listening.
Power of listening. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
My pleasure.
And congratulations again.
Okay,
congratulations.
you.
You're going to have a great time in retirement. I'm sure you'll be able to check off all those things and be able to see your grandkids so much.
Well, I hope that also that we'll have a big crowd tonight.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah. We'll make sure to add to it if we can. We'll throw it over to Chase. He has another look at your forecast.
Good morning. Your main weather today is brought to you by Crosby Sports Shop. Crosby Sports Shop has a large supply of ammo in stock, custom Damascus knives, fishing supplies of all kinds, concealed weapon classes, and a full line of Dragonfly UV tackle, plus the latest in ultraviolet tackle. Call today. So looking at the Futurecast temperatures for this morning, we can see we're sitting in the lower temperatures today. Bangor's sitting at 61 degrees. Down by the coast, we can see some cooler temperatures, 60 and 59. And then actually if you go up more north by Holton, it's 56 up there, so it's pretty chilly out there this morning. The high today will be near 71 degrees, so we'll warm up a bit. So as we look at the temperature trend for the rest of this week, we can see today we're starting in the lower 70s. Wednesday will be in the mid 70s, and then by Thursday we'll be in the upper 70s. And then Friday throughout Monday will be just around near average temperatures in the low 80s, nothing more than that. So looking at the humidity with those temperatures today, we can see that the humidity is more in the muggy region to start off this week. It actually takes a little dip Wednesday, so it'll be pretty comfortable Wednesday. And then Friday, we're going to be having dew points in the 50s. So starting off, it looks like about Thursday midday, it's going to drop down, and then we'll have some more comfortable weather for the weekend. So coming up, we're going to see the radar right now. We have some passing showers going through. Some of these do have some embedded thunderstorms in them. So we can see this system right here has a thunderstorm system with it, and then this one is actually developing one right now. So those may bring some heavier rain, gustier winds with those, but it doesn't look like any severe weather will be with these storms. So looking into the weather for tomorrow, we can see that we do have some passing showers going by, and then it will clear out with, looks like mostly cloudy skies with a lot of cloud cover over our area. But good news is the rain is clearing out, so should be some good, some days to spend outside coming up. So for today's forecast, we have a high of 71, those scattered showers passing through with some breezy winds from the north. And then tonight's forecast, we do see a low of 60. It'll be a little bit chillier with some isolated showers possible and some more breezy winds from the north. And then tomorrow we'll see a high of 76. Should be a beautiful day out there with partly sunny skies and some calm winds. And as we look into the extended forecast for this week, we can see that the forecast has changed a little bit from the previous days. We do have rain coming Tuesday and Thursday, and then Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday will be mostly cloudy with some very good temperatures in the 80s.
Spell your mother's maiden name. M-A... Wait, what?
Will you be my friend and tell me your social security number?
Hey, Mom, what's my social security number?
23... Why are you asking?
Accessing banking data.
At Spectrum, we think if it's connected to your Wi-Fi, it should be protected. Spectrum's advanced Wi-Fi now includes Security Shield, which blocks threats from the outside so you can relax on the inside.
2 sugars, no milk, please.
Remember those summers that were just so perfectly summer?
Brian, come on!
The people, the places, those moments are still out there.
I'm Brian.
Waiting to be found.
Ready, Brian?
Summer won't last forever, so make the most of it during Toyota's National Sales Event.
Save with 1.9% APR financing on most rugged 4-wheel drive Tacoma models. Plus, get 2 years no-cost maintenance and Toyota Safety Sense technology.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
At Bouchard Cleaning, rebuilding and restoring means more than just another job. To us, it's about bringing back cherished memories, restoring unforgettable moments in time, and giving hope when all was thought to be lost. For over 35 years, our mission has remained the same. You keep the memories, we'll handle the rest. Statewide commercial and residential services. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration.
Would you ever get a tattoo?
I kind of want to right now. Next, Drew, Savannah Guthrie. My mom turns 80 today, by the way.
I feel like we need to leave the studio and go get this tattoo in honor of her 80th birthday.
I would get a tattoo with you.
Yeah, so let's go.
Let's go. And a classic dish, as fun to eat as it is to say. Chilaquiles! Next, Drew.
The Drew Barrymore Show, Tuesday at 3 on Fox 22.
You know, I love diners. And the one thing that makes them my favorite is that there are so many choices. You can get everything from fill-you-up breakfast to comforting dinners and even homemade desserts. But you want to know what my favorite diner food is? It's hot off the griddle home fries, like the ones we're making today. Here, we have about 2 pounds of red potatoes that we cut into 1-inch chunks. We put those in a bowl and add a couple of large onions that we chopped. To give this authentic diner flavor, we toss this with some paprika, garlic powder, salt, and black pepper. Now, just like they do at a diner, we cook these in a large cast iron skillet or on a griddle with a bit of vegetable oil. I like to cover them at first since the water in the potatoes creates steam, which makes them nice and tender. Then to finish them off, we'll uncover them and turn up the heat. This is when they get nice and crispy. And whether you serve these for breakfast with all the fixings or as a side dish with meatloaf, you can't go wrong. And if you have any leftovers, you can easily heat them up the next day. Actually, they might even taste better. To get the recipe for our sizzling home fries, all you have to do is visit our website. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a dinerlicious way for you to say, ooh, it's so good. They're good, aren't they?
Millions of people are getting their news and information from TikTok, but that doesn't mean it's always accurate. The percentage of TikTok users who relied on the app for news rose to 29% in 2021. That's up from 22% a year prior. Media literacy experts say misinformation is an issue on the popular social media platform.
To tackle misinformation, TikTok says it checks flagged content with sensitive keywords and also uses information it gets from its fact-checking partners. TikTok says content it considers unconfirmed is not included in its For You page, but it could show up in search results. If the content is considered harmful to users, TikTok says it will take it down.
Now, on a lighter side of things, we do talk about misinformation.